If you see yourself like a 6 out of 10, then you will act like a 6 out of 10, live like a 6 out of 10, and attract like a 6 out of 10. But what if I told you that attractiveness isn't something that you're born with? It is something you embody through your beliefs and your vibe. This video isn't about tricks or superficial things. It's more about breaking this inner ceiling that has been holding your power back. Imagine that you have something like a limiter in your subconscious. And until you change this limiter, until you change it, nothing will change. This limiter is like a thermostat. And until you change this thermostat, right, the temperature in your room won't change. And it's the same with this as well. Your life won't change until you change this limiter in your subconscious. And this limiter, these beliefs, they influence the level of your vibe, the level of how attractive you are, the level of how you perceive what kind of man you are, and the level of people you can attract, or also something else like money, right? So the first step to realize, okay, there is something like that. So, and to do that, just look at the reflection of life, right? Just look at life in general. What do you attract currently? How does your life look like? Imagine yourself, rather than seeing it personal, imagine it like you're a character in a game. So you're this character in a game, and this character, he has certain results, right? You have certain results in this game that we call life, and life reflects something back to you as you play this game, correct? And you just look, okay, and ask yourself, okay, this character, okay, he has this kind of life. What has he to believe in to have this kind of life? Like, what does this character believe in as a reflection that he creates this life? Because there is something that you need to believe in, whether you're aware of it or not. But the beliefs that you have subconsciously, they shape how you perceive life and what kind of success you have in life, what kind of quality of your vibe is. Okay? By the way, if you are interested to overcome these beliefs in this limiter, join my Facebook group for ambitious men. And so you now recognize these beliefs, okay? You have these beliefs, there's this character, you are this character or something, you are actually the consciousness beyond the character, but you are playing this game basically. And you want to probably rise up, right? Like everyone else. So what do? The first step is just that you recognize these beliefs by asking these questions, right? How does this character think? Now, the next step is really to look at these beliefs and connect these beliefs with immense pain. So choose one or two beliefs that you have currently. What are the core beliefs? Ask yourself that are holding you back, right? And now what you do is just ask yourself, what would be the consequence if you keep believing in it further, and write it down and go deeper. How will this influence your other areas of life and your self-esteem? Okay, what will be the consequence you keep living like that for the next 5 years, 10 years, and 20 years? Okay, ask yourself these questions. Go really deeper into the pain. Go deeper and take yourself time to connect these beliefs with pain. I know it can hurt. And ask yourself, who taught you these beliefs? Do they make even sense? Is it absolutely objective? Has everyone absolutely the same beliefs? Probably not, right? So ask if there's common sense in these beliefs, or if they are subjective. If they are subjective, then you can change them, right? You can just replace them with other subjective beliefs, right? And the next step is, first of all, breathe deeply. After that, calm a bit down. Okay, drink your water. And now what you can do is you create an image of how this character, the more successful version of this character will be. So the version that is 1 or 2 levels ahead of this character right now, right? Like, how would your ideal version be? What kind of clothes will it wear? Okay, what kind of behaviors and characteristics will it have? Okay, what kind of energy will it have? And what kind of people would it attract? Would he attract? Right? What kind of people would you attract as a high value man? Okay. Ask yourself that to gain more clarity and how would you feel about all of that? Because you need a picture to where you want to go to be able to overcome these beliefs. If you don't have a picture like where you want to go, then you will never rise. Okay. And the next step that you can do is you just look first of all, okay, at the clothes. So there's a book, it's called Psycho-Cybernetics, and the author speaks there that he has made basically operations with people to let him look better, right? So surgeries to make people look better. And by making tiny shifts in their faces, people started to believe they're a different person. They started to become out of nowhere happy. So I don't want to say that it's about looks. It's more about you believe that look can help you to tap into this identity, and then your look will help you. So look for aligned looks that are assigned. So if you wear clothes, rather than trying to buy clothes that are in trend, get clothes that just as aligned with who you want to be at the core, no matter what other people say, right? It's just about that these clothes are aligned with this identity. And then, because when you see the mirror, you see this new person, this can help you to tap into this new identity. Okay? This can help enormously. Yeah. And if you're interested in about to get more about beliefs and how these switches, how these changes of the look of the person help to tap them into a new identity, read the book Psycho-Cybernetics. So the next step is basically that is something that you need to do on everyday basis. So you just reframe everything for you. You reframe everything that you go like into the direction of your ideal version, right? So for example, you just ask yourself, is the glass half full or half empty? What do I mean with that? Do you focus more on the positive or more on the negative? If you just focus even 51% on the positive, you will start to manifest this new version of you, okay? So look over the day, where does your mental energy go? Where do you focus on? Do you focus to think like this old version or more like this new version, okay? Another thing that you can do is just ask yourself, okay, how can this be positive and beneficial? So whatever happens to you, how can this be beneficial? How does it bring me further to my ideal self? Like if you have a setback or rejection, you ask yourself, okay, how will this bring me closer to my ideal self? How does it maybe help me? Maybe it's good because then you can outgrow this rejection. You can grow beyond this, okay? If no one will reject you, could not become stronger, right? So this is an example. So ask yourself, okay, is the glass half full or half empty? How does it help you? How does the situation or that what happened to you help you? Or how is this a blessing in disguise? This is another version of how it can help you. Okay, so you frame everything that happens for you instead of against you. And this is how you become this new version. Reframe especially that it goes in the direction of your ideal self, that you're becoming this, that you have these beliefs. And if you are interested to know more and connect with similar people, join my Facebook group. I will link it down below. See you next time.